What's going on, ladies and gentlemen? This is Muscle, and this is another Two Line Music Cuts Entertainment Report podcast. And today we have a really special guest in the building. Listen, this man is a 90s heavyweight legend. He's been giving you hits from the 90s right up until now. He has one of the wickedest flows in the building. You know who we have today? We have MEGAH BANTON in the building. What's going on, big boss?
There, man, give thanks, blessings to all the people who are listening, who are watch, who are here, all of these things, all of the fans, them, ear conditions, them, all of the people who support the music from over the years and keep supporting. It's only love, Me there, man. Bless up yourself, brother, man. And give thanks for having me,
No, man, no problem. Thank you so very much for coming through, because somebody like you that has such a crazy catalog from back in the early 90s till now, definitely looking forward to speaking to somebody like you and going through the journey of MEGAH BANTON.
Yes, Virgin, it's a pleasure, man. It's always a pleasure,
Man,
if you let the people them know what's going on and what's not going on,
For sure. On this program here, we usually take it from the beginning of the journey right until now. So my first question for you is this. What part of Jamaica did you grow up in, and what actually attracted you to music in the first place?
Well, first and foremost, I was born in Kingston, and I grew up in Portmore. I spent most of my lifetime in Portmore. Right, as a youth growing up, when school give holidays, I normally go to Westmoreland, like in the country, or Clarendon. Clarendon is where my father is from, and Westmoreland is where my mom is from. So I would have choices, to pick where I want to go on this particular summer school break or summer holidays or whatever it is. But I spent most of my youthful time in Portmore. I grew up in Portmore, Waterford, to be exact, and as a youth growing up, I had a love for music from I was a little toddler, because my mom used to tell me that I used to love to sing music, and when I was a kid, when I was little, when I was like 4 or 5 years old, and so I figure more or less that's where I get the energy and grasp towards the music from. But as time goes by, going to school, going to St. Andrew Technical. I found out that I really have a desire for the music. I really have a love for the music, because me used to when me did class, I be a music, me used to have on my mind, brother. I tell you, be a music, me used to have on my mind. Me just say, yo, me like this type of feeling, I feel like I something I want to do in the near future after me leave school, or even during school, or whichever way it could work. You see me there? Yeah, man. So we did a brother, and when we did a third farm now, me have my classmate them, and we used to sing some Berry Salmon song, and we used to have some little clash. I used to DJ, and we have two other youth in my class. I used to DJ to Chucky, and our next youth, we used to just clash at daytime, or lunchtime, or break time. All a little clash, and the man must say, yo, you have to take music serious, brother. Say you have it, though. I say, I must say, yeah, man, if you have it, brother, man, you have to take it up. I say, but me never really take it serious, because you don't know me. I say, yo, they motivate me and say, yo, you need to go there and do it, because you have it, you have the talent, it's like you can't waste this type of talent, your youth.
So what was actually your first step into music? What was one of the first things that you did?
Yes, I was going to get to that, but I'm giving you the journey as you asked for
it. You know what? Okay, Okay,
give me the journey. Asked for the journey, so I'm giving you. All right, so, so from there now, I say, all right, let me think about this thing, because them say me have it, so let me try and see what I go on. So, boom, now, one day now, because Ricky General is a youth where he out there before me. He was out there doing it before me, and then, we're from the same community. So Ricky General now, there was a stage show in Waterford. There's a barber named Natty. That's some personal barber that's still, a stage show was keeping around his part of the scheme. So Ricky General said, I'll carry on at the stage show, I say, all right, but I couldn't tell my mother that, because my mother don't want me to come out, because me a mama's boy, you know what I mean? Yeah, because my mother want me to turn doctor and then something there, brother. That she send me to go to school to go do,
Okay.
But thing go more time, thing turn and go in a different direction where you can't control, you have to just work with it. But anyway, Ricky came going to the stage show the night, and me there around there, I see the whole heap of people, and I say, blow, whoa. And then people may have to go really sing for this. I saw music stay. You know, you get your first little goosebump or your first little, you know, tingle. So me I say, all right, watch this. Anyway, my time to go up on the stage now. So Beenie Bailey called me up on the stage. Beenie Bailey, you know Beenie Bailey, right?
Of course, big artist and MC.
Yes, Beenie Bailey was the one who was MC. He called me up on the stage. And the first track I got, I think it was the Punani rhythm, and I fell off the rhythm. You know, I fell off the rhythm because, you know, without experience, I don't have any experience. This is the first time I'm going to do this.
Yeah.
And I fell off the rhythm. And then, you know, the people them say, give him another chance, man. Him sound like him bad. Beenie Bailey give me a 10 cent or something for go punch a jukebox and learn to ride with him. You know, Beenie Bailey. Big up Beenie Bailey still, because that's a motivation as well, you know. Anyway, you take it and look on it. But anyway, give me a second chance now and then me just burn down the place, you know. Yeah, man, and from that now the community I say, yo, the youth name, the youth the body, you know. Me never have no name yet.
Okay.
You see me? So from this, you know, Ricky General came me go to Scorpio, you know, introduce me to Scorpio. Jack Scorpio. You know, and from there the journey really take off, you know. Me start leave school, go Vice music, come home, leave school, Vice music, come home, and thing. A youth named Black Mice give me my name, because I never have no name. I say, boy, you know, say you sound like Buju still, you know, the similarity.
Yeah.
So I say, all right. You know, say MEGAH BANTON if your name.
So
say,
what was your name when you got to the studio at this
Me
time?
never have no name.
Yeah.
Me never
Even
have
when
no
you went
name.
on the show, you didn't have a name.
No, me never have no name. Nothing. Just say we have a youth, we have call up and Ray. Me never have no name. You see me? So now a Black Mice, a youth named Black Mice, a DJ named Black Mice from Waterhouse. And him give me my name. Say, yo, I'm MEGAH you for name, you know.
Yeah.
I mean, I say, all right, brother. I'm just take it and run with it.
Yeah.
And you know, from this, so the whole thing start, brother.
Okay. And
Isn't it?
this is what year was it that you got to?
This was
Black Scorpio?
1992.
92. You got to Scorpio.
Yes.
And do you remember what was some of your first songs that you recorded for
All right,
Scorpio?
the first ever song I ever recorded was a song we named Giddy Gun Thing at Ease. Yeah, Giddy Gun Thing at Ease. That was the first song I ever recorded in my whole entire life, in my career.
Did it actually come out?
Yeah, man, it released, man. I think the rhythm was like I think Garnet Silk was on the rhythm as well, you know. I saw Lion in a Vision. I think one of them rhythm there.
Yes.
But you know, I'm a first song like my record, and then you know from this, you know, I start do my voice. Wrong or Right, Decision, all of them songs they come after that. You know, Soundboy Killing, all of the great classics them come after that.
Okay,
You
so
know?
then which out of all those three you said now, which one
Yes.
came first? Wrong or Right? Or Soundboy Killing?
Wrong or Right came first. Wrong or Right, I saw it stay Decision. All of these came first. No, Soundboy Killing came from that derived from the Buju did have a song where say I've never seen a girl.
Yes.
Yes, so I say me like the melody and I use the melody, but me execute it and me decide say yo, everybody I do song, nobody now do a song where I complement the sound system. And I say, all right, music and sound system go hand in hand. You know what I mean? So why not do a song about the sound system them, you know? I mean, I say, yeah, it's a good idea that. So then I just use the melody and just flip it around, you know, sound style, on the real rock. And that was it.
And we say, and from there, everything started to flow from there as soon as you put out Soundboy Killing.
Yes, brother. Yes, brother. From there, so everything start flow.
Because to me, it sounded like I heard all the songs after the fact were with Wrong or Right, all of that. To me, I thought you recorded them after, because that's what
No, not because that song is you heard it after, that doesn't mean it was recorded after. You know what I mean? But it was actually recorded before.
Okay. So then Soundboy
but
Killing.
the thing about it is now, the thing about the difference with it now, let me tell you what happened now. These songs were recorded before, but what happened is they took a longer time to start, you know what I mean? To start motion, to start, you know, get a momentum. Soundboy Killing, when it came out, it was an instant hit. So that is why it looked like that.
Yeah.
So it basically just overpower everything at that time. Even though wrong or right, them so it's the all of these songs come do them for the but Soundboy Killing overpower all of them.
All right. And when Soundboy Killing came out, what did it do for your career? Or when did you know, okay, you know what? This song is really bubbling. This is the one right here.
All right. Well, if you tell you the truth, when I record it, I never like it, you know.
What?
Yeah. It's that thing where, brother, all right, let me tell you something. Them say, in a music, sometimes it's not the songs them where you will like people like, you know.
For sure.
And it's proven. I've proven it a lot of times. You know what I mean? With Soundboy Killing, I never like Wrong or Right. I never like Soundboy Killing. I never like Decision. I never like them. I never like how them record.
Crazy.
You know what I mean? Yeah, but it's just funny how it just work, you know, brother. Just, you know, music is like nature, brother. You know, so you know you can never predict what a song is gonna do or what it's not gonna do. What is, you know what I mean? What it's not gonna do. So at the end of the day, you just have to just record some good song. You know what I mean? Cause you have man who record song for all 5 years and it did it 2-3 years, and one day it just get up and just run away.
For sure.
Yeah, there's some music go, you know live on nobody's yard. It don't have no one address.
You're
You know what I mean? Yeah, so I just saw the thing go. But when Soundboy Killing came out and, you know, it started gather the momentum so quickly now, you know, every sound system started to play it and every disc jockey started to play it. I hear them pulling it up now. Me hear it on the radio now. You know me, I say, wow. You know, my mother hear the song and I sing it. I don't know it's me sing it. All of these things happen. You know, but it was a great feeling just to know that, you know, you know, this is really what you wanted to do, and then, you know, you really executed it, you know, on point.
You're right. So even with that now, Soundboy Killing, because that's clearly a Soul Man Sound Clash type of song.
Yeah, it's like a classic, you know, it's a classic.
Yes. What was the first dance, cassette, or anything where you heard that in dub plate actually mash up a dance? You said, whoa, that's me right there.
All right, let me tell you, the first person, all right, GT Taylor is a man who used to come at the studio and get the dub plate them, and then him go on IRFM and play them, you know, and stuff. GT Taylor was the first man who really played it on dub, I think, you know. But as for sound system, Black Scorpio, because, you know, it's a Black Scorpio production.
Yeah.
So, you know, none of that sound now going to bring it to the forefront faster or more before Black Scorpio. So Black Scorpio now, them used to have a thing on Headley Avenue where them play. I think it was every Tuesday or, I don't remember, Monday or Tuesday night. One of those. Nice. Can't remember. But anyway, that is when it start to break. Black Scorpio. When Black Scorpio start to play that. In a Jews land. It was pandemonium. So that's when I figured out and I know that, all right, this song is gonna be something to talk about, something to reckon with. You know what I mean? So, and I say, all right. So from there now you have the rest of the sound system. You have Store Love. After that, you know, Weep Out them call. And you know, so once Weep Out them call you, and you record that and dub plate and Store Love start to play it, all the sound systems now are gonna end up. Because you know, them listen to Stone Love, them listen to all the Metro Media, all the top sounds, you know, the Inner City, you know, the Silver, you name it. You know, they listen to all of these sound systems and whatever they, you know what I mean, whatever they bring to the forefront in terms of the music or dub plate, them choose to get it. You know what I mean? So every sound system now start to call and start to cut it and dub and, you know, till everybody have it, every bass, every sound have it now.
Crazy.
Yeah,
and at that time there, it was straight to these times here. What a lot of people don't realize, this was straight to plate. So if you're going to Arrows, Black Scorpio, wherever, you got to feed it straight.
Yes, they couldn't stop. Remember, the dub plate is straight. Now, I want people to understand this, you know. Because a lot of time I do interviews, I don't get to really elaborate on this as much as I wanted to. So I'm really going to let you know now. A lot of people, you know, questioning the whole motion about 90s artists and previous artists. I know we're supposed to get to that in some point in time in the interview, but let me just say this.
Okay.
Going to Arrows, Record Factory, and all these places, and DJing on the sound system, it's like a college, you know. So that's why I say the 90s artist is very potent when it comes to even stage or even dub plate. Here was so potent, and because of the things that we learned from those days. DJing on the sound system at the night time in the dances. Because you know you can't stop. Any rhythm play, you have a DJ upon it too. You can't stop and say, here what you do? Give me that rhythm. That. No, anything we are playing, you have a DJ upon that. So that is like a college, you know, brother. So that is where we learn all them skills from. Arrows, one take on a dub plate, you can't stop. These are the things that make we, you know, as the 90s giants, so potent and, you know, so strong with the thing what we do, you know what I mean? So I want people to understand that in comparing, you know what I mean?
No, you're right about that.
Yeah, I'm telling you.
What sounds were you DJing on? Because I know you're in Black Scorpio camp, but when you're on the road, what sounds were you DJing on?
Well, let me tell you something now. You'd have a sound name, well, Impression from Spanish Town, from March Pen Road, was my sound as well. Different from Black Scorpio. You know what I mean? Same with Silver Arc, cause me a steal it good, you know, me a steal it good like that. You know, Black Cat, all of these top sounds, you know, bass, I say the whole of them sound with DJ upon them sound there night time, brother. You have Soul Signal from Portmore, which was just like our little community sound system that. You know, we do all of these things from all our top sound, them, the Stone Love them, you name it, we do it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because enough time we get bookings for sound, you know, I know everybody I got book Scorpio tonight, I know everybody I got book Metro Media tomorrow. You know, so different sound, but them book the artists to come DJ upon the sound. You know what I mean? So, and all of these top sounds with DJ upon them, man. You know what I mean? Yeah, man.
Big. So, okay, so we're talking 92, you bust out with a Soundboy Killing, you're doing your thing now. But at this time here, there was also the Bujus, the Terra Fabulous, the Jigsy King, and the Chuckleberry. What did you do to really differentiate yourself from every other artist? Because remember, they had you were the only one that had the Banton to your name, but everybody else had that rough voice. So what did you do to differentiate yourself?
Well, what happened was, you know, in those time, it's not like now. You know what I mean? In those time, in the 90s there, you know, no one was really paying attention to anyone or trying to pre anyone in terms of the music. Everybody was just love. You know what I mean? Because a man could have a style and you could have take it and use it and spin it around and do a gal party night. And it, you know, a man would have still happy and a man no frowns or, you know what I mean? So that was the thing. And the old 90s vibe with the sound and the voice was very important, you know? You know, you have your voice, if you have body, you know, if you have that substance there. So you find say, and true, you don't know Buju run out and you know what I mean? You know, we want to do it too.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah, we want to do it too. We want to be out there. So, you know, the Jigsy King, you know, the MEGAH BANTON, you know, the Terra Fabulous, you know, everybody have them one like a style and thing, but you know, they sound familiar. You know what I mean? And that's because of just the era and the timing and what go on at the time, brother. You know, I just, you know, it's just a motion where everybody just go with, brother. You know what I mean? I say. Yeah,
that's
man.
how the 90s ran itself there. With even you being in the 90s now, you were listening to Buju before you bust now. Now that you bust, when was the first time you and Buju ever bucked up either in a studio, on a stage, somewhere?
All right, well, me and Buju cool, you know. And me and Buju buck up enough different places, you know. The first time me and him really would have vibes was the music Ghana used to keep one show. The same show with Tony Rebel take and I don't know. They used to keep on Mandeville. Right? That was the first time me and him really would have verbal and thing, you know. And well, actually, me end up I'll buy a vehicle from Buju too in at that time.
What?
Yeah, so you know, him did have one Honda Civic. You know, we didn't want to have one, and him did have one. And you know, me go up penthouse and I see it have a sound system in it. I mean, I said, that's a carry a body, man, I want to carry this. You know, I never know say a Buju carry neither. I want to say a Gargamel carry, you know. And at the same time, I sell it. So, Just bite style. You see me? So at the time, me and him really, the second time that me and him really hold a verbal different. But because still the penthouse and me and him, reason after that, And as far as stage show, him did a Tampa, him did have one show at Tampa one time. I think this was in a 94 sometime. Him did have one show at Tampa. And me did happen for the Tampa at the time too. And me say me I got the show go look. Cause it was some rapper did dip on it too. You know what I mean? I think Ashanti and some other people did dip on it. Some rapper and some other people. Buju did dip on the show. So me say me I got the show go on all the vibes and things. Cause me did there in a Tampa. You see it, and when me go there, me see him again, and me and him did a whole reason again, and me and him whole rims. Me and him, him end up calling me up on the show. Me and him rock the show together. Lock up the place, and me end up after that. Now me end up at Buju yard.
Wow.
You see me? Cause him have a house over the side there, so me end up over there now. Me and him up on the road at daytime, man. What par, man? And after that now, I just up a film studio. Me go link him, and we did there all the vibes and voice some song film too. Cause me voice couple song on him label too.
Okay.
And thing. So relationship good.
Okay, so it wasn't no funny type of vibe because there's MEGAH Banton, Buju Banton, same type of kind of cadence and vibes.
No, that's why I tell you, say no, in those time it kind of different, brother. It's not like no. No, probably if you do that, you're gonna have problems, because it no, every artist no rub shoulder like always a rub shoulders back then. Everyone have an understanding and everyone support each other those times, brother. It's not like no, where everybody does all for themselves, brother. So it's a big difference, You know what I mean?
That's good to know that everything was good to go.
Brother, listen to me. Let me tell you something. You see, you were supposed to know too, Then, when every artist book up out the arrows, because the whole we book up out the arrows at daytime at the dub, Saying? And when we done do we dub them, who no make no money, we give them money. So everybody alright, brother. Watch this now. I can a Friday or a Saturday without the arrows. Say Friday and Saturday, and tonight a show night, Friday night or Saturday night. Some dancers, some show keep, Some people book Yasso, some people book a St. Mary, some people book a Clarendon. But here one no. When we did it, we figure out, say, watch how we are going to reach at each show, because say Sprague Benz they are Clarendon, so we are say, all right, it's easier if we go off Clarendon first, and then we go say boom and go through so and go St. Mary, go Terrafabulous show ya so, and then we boom bam there so. And every man link up and that we do. Be a 4-way flasher, 20 car, dep on the road, be a 4-way flasher, Sprague show where I go. Everybody gonna support that. Then we get called up on the show, we do it thing, support Sprague. Go Terrafabulous show, we just a call name, and we do it. And I just saw this something go, brother. And that's the type of love that we have, brother, in the 90s. We're supportive of each other and each other career. Even when we do a studio and make music, Steely come and say, we over Steely, and a man say, Steely say, all right, watch out. I already me work with next, Zane, and the man start play it and 10 we there. Well, we there, all the vibes, and, who for song done for someone might say, all right, my song done, and him here a man do a little thing, and man say, try this and put in a 2-2 line and so on there. And we used to help each other, brother. You see, so that come out in the music too. You understand? Yeah.
Because if you listen to a lot of those songs, in the background, you could hear different artists like doing the harmony, doing the vocals and all that.
Yeah,
because
brother.
Everybody was around.
Yeah, brother. So it used to go, brother. It's a different type of energy, a different type of love, brother, where, overwhelming style. Nice.
Yeah. Crazy. It's just to know that you were even in those times here. So then now, as we said, Soundboy Killing came out. When did the remix with Salaam Remi actually come out now? Because this is where the game really changed.
All right, what happened now? When the song came out, when the song, it came out on the Real Rock first. But then VP decided, because the album was done for VP. Well, it was Scorpio VP. First Position was the name of the album, right?
Okay.
And we decided that, all right, we wanna push this single a little bit further because it still has a lot of leverage on it. And it really used to play on the top stations on the Real Rock, you know.
Oh, on the Real Rock.
Yes. So now, Salaam Remi is the one who did the remix now. I think it wasn't long after. It was within like a 1 year period. A 1 year, between a 1 year, 1.5 year period. It wasn't a long time. And you know, him did the remixes, a Barry White sample him use, and it basically was an experiment, you know. You see it? It was an experiment, and him do it, and that was it.
Yeah.
You know, it crossed over to the masses, you know, worldwide, you know, become a household song. You know what I mean? So that was like a year after the original, the song itself, or the Real Rock came out. That remix was done.
How did you even connect with him in the first place? Because at this time here, I think he had probably done like the Super Cat remixes and all of those stuff there too.
Well, I knew him through Scorpio, because Scorpio had known him before me. Salaam Remi and Van Gibbs, right? Known them before me, so I knew them through him. You know what I mean? Him tell them about me, and him, you know, I guess him want to do some little music thing in terms of getting the music, you know, upon a different level, and him link them, you know, so come into the picture now, so me get to know them. You know them way there?
Yeah. And how did that change your career now that you're on the super international scale? Because you said already the one on the Real Rock was playing already, but now the one that's easier to consume on the hip hop beat is now playing. What did that do for your career right there?
Well, what it did was, because the Real Rock rhythm, it was a classic rhythm as well, but it was just people who familiarize with climatic type of vibe. When I say that, I mean like, you know, the Caribbean take it on, people like England take it on, where come from the Caribbean. It was just Caribbean masses and deep dancehall masses gravitate to the one on the Real Rock. You understand? So right there, it just in other circles there. You know what I mean? Just in other circles there, and I live in other circles there. So when the remix came out now, what it did was take me over into the hip hop market. You know what I mean? The people them want to have nothing to do with that something there.
Yeah.
Them gravitate to it on the side there. You know? And bring everybody together now. You know what I mean? That is what it did. So it made me bigger on an international level more.
Okay. And did you start actually doing a lot of shows with a lot more hip hop artists and stuff at this time here now too? Well,
as far as hip hop artists, I didn't do a lot of shows with much hip hop artists, you know. It's only like Snoop Dogg I did. Snoop Dogg and Young Jack. You know, Snoop Dogg, Young Jack. I've who else? Couple more, you know, from back in the days. I think Ludacris at one point in time. You know. Who else? Jada Kiss.
Okay.
You know, me do a couple show with couple hip hop artists still, you know. But you know, my song big, you know, so you know, I know think myself. You see me?
I hear you, boss.
Yeah, man.
So did this song lead to 1 million megawatts, or this was after the fact?
Well, what happened was after that now, because 1 million megawatts came with Salaam Remi as well. So after he did the remix now and that came out now, you know, they gotta deal with Sony now and Relativity Records for one album.
Okay.
Yes, so that's when 1 million megawatts came in now. You understand? So that was after First Position, then 1 million megawatts. that was done by Salaam Remi. He produced all the tracks on there.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Black Scorpio, Salaam Remi. You know, for Palm Tree Enterprises.
How did that album do for you?
So we did the album, and we was planning on going on the road, and we had some discrepancies here and there with some people, and that kind of put a bad vibe on the whole motion. It did came out, but whatever we had planned to do in terms of getting on the road and doing the massive promotions, that was not done. You know, so it kind of put a little damp on the whole situation with the album. So, you know, it was just out and there, lingering. You know what I mean? No promotion was done. You know, we did 2 videos of it still. And
which 2 videos?
We did Money First video was done. And I think what was the other one? Money First, and I think Daisy. Daisy, which album Daisy they on? Money First. Well, Money First was done. But I remember I did do no more video. Money First. Money First was the song with video. You understand?
1 million megawatts there.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, and that's your international one. So then, even if we take it back to Jamaica now, and this is still in the Jack Scorpio, because I know there's so much after that, but I still want to talk about the Scorpio just a bit more. You came out with, when did the song with you and Barrington Levy come out? She's Mine.
Well, that came out after the same time, but like a year apart. You know, in the same motion there. You know, the 94, 95 time there, I guess, somewhere down there. You know. But it was actually a Barrington Levy record. It wasn't me and him in the studio at the same time, you know. It was a Black Scorpio production. He had the song. And then I went on the combination. Went on the song. I make it a combination song. You know, but remember, you know, when he's a stable artist, as them call it, you know, because I remember me a Black Scorpio artist, you know, try put up on everything, you know. You see it? So that is what happened. You know, me end up on all of them combination songs there. Barrington Levy, you know, the Leroy Smart, and you know, you name it. You know?
Yeah. They were all out there. No, because again, that was big those times. I think even Baby Wayne was around then. Everybody, that whole 90s vibe was bubbling at that time there. The Sanchez was on the rhythm. Everything was
Everton Blender.
Yes.
Man. A murder.
Crazy. Okay, so then when did you actually start? Because you said Ricky General introduced you to Jack Scorpio. When did you actually start recording with Ricky General?
Well, me and Ricky General became friends. So, you know, at the same time, I remember me and him end up there Scorpio too, while me did it. So me and him end up be Scorpio artists. Him signed the 2 away. You see, so in the same breath of time there, we end up do the combination song them. You know, and the wicked, watch you know, the strangest thing, the biggest combination when me and Ricky do on a Scorpio song.
Okay.
Yeah, so the biggest song, biggest combination song with me and Ricky General was actually a guy named Wizard. Him named City.
Yeah.
You know, him produced that. You know?
And which song was that there? Which one?
All we know, like in Farmers, they put a combination mix, man. With me and Ricky General. You know? He showed it, you know? I'm your name, man, the whole combination. You know, the big one. Yeah. The classic one. Because we do some other one, but them big, but they're not big like that one there.
I only remember that one and another one. I remember 2 of them, but I'm pretty sure there might be more of them, but I remember 2.
Yeah, you remember, you probably remember combination mix part few.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. So, but there was a numerous amount of them, you know. We did like maybe about 10 combination, you know. Okay. We do a soca combination. We do, you know. Yeah, so. Yeah. You know, the
MEGAH Banton, Ricky General. No, big there. Because I know you guys were doing a lot of stuff there, especially at one time it almost seemed like you guys had turned into a duo where it was wherever you see MEGAH Banton, you see Ricky General.
Because, you know, people start to book us from through Scorpio now. You know, so it becomes a combination thing now, me and Ricky General. So everywhere in the world, people book me and Ricky General, we're gone. You know?
That's crazy there. So you
Yeah,
said
man.
Scorpio. So then now, how did you get involved with the Shocking Vibes camp? Because I know you were heavy in that camp at one
All
point
right.
also.
Yes. What happened with Shocking Vibes now? You know, while I'm at Scorpio, and then, you know, I say, all right, I want to go venture out and see what the outside world is all about. In terms of other studios, like being in a camp.
Mhm.
You know what I mean? And Tonto Metro and Devante was like my friend differently from out of music.
Mhm.
You understand?
Mhm.
So now what happened was they was doing an album at the time. They was doing an album at the time, you know, they wanted to do an album. So I became a part of the project. So me end up having their own Shocking Vibes now. Because you know, Shocking Vibes, Tonto Metro and Devante signed to Shocking Vibes. So me end up the round, I do something with Tonto Metro and Devante. Then me end up start advice on some of the bad rhythm them round there. Till me just say, I just me start go at the time now. Because, you know, go on voice and me and Tonto Metro and Devante did have our own little crew in a Shocking Vibes.
Got you.
You see me? Where we are do our thing, but are still Shocking Vibes. You know what I mean there? So, you know, me did a part of it, you know, we do the album, we write the song them and, you know, do the album. And me just end up the day, you know, all the vibes. And I like the joy with it, you know, nice joy, and we some joy at the time. And, you know, the same old routine where we do, I would do any studio. You know what I mean there?
Were you still signed to Black Scorpio at this time, or that contract expired and you moved on to Shocking Vibes?
Yeah, well, me did out of contract still, you know. Me did out of contract. And Scorpio did do some movements too, and him did, you know. You know what thing go after a while. You know, everybody got them different ways sometimes, but without any problems with us, you know. And I like if him call me, I say, Mega do this, me still I'll do it.
Yeah.
Me and him good lads like that. But you know what them way there?
No,
They
for
still have
sure.
with us, you know.
See what's on the road, see what's out there, and
You understand what I'm saying?
continue to move forward.
Yeah, man.
Because I know one of your big songs you got out of Shocking Vibes was the Urkel dance, and that's one
Yes.
of the few times I ever remember you actually singing a dancing
Yeah.
song.
Yes. Yes, a 2 dancing song me ever do. Me do a Urkel dance and a Tati dance.
Okay.
I don't remember if me ever do no more dancing song. Because me can't dance so good enough.
Yeah.
So me don't bother with it. You know what I mean there?
Yeah.
Because I don't want to do no whole heap of dancing song. Well, at one point in time, we'd have to learn still, you know. You know what I mean? Because you go up on the stage and people say, do it dance, make us say. What go happen? I have to do it. You know what I mean? So, you know, me never really take on the whole heap of dancing song them, you know. Me just
How
do
did
it
Urkel
because
come around?
me just do it. No, Urkel did well. You know, me just do it because I know that vibe that me get at the time. When me hear the rhythm, I just a vibe that comes. So me just say, all right. You know, more time the rhythm them talk to you, you know, and tell you what they want. So that's the vibe that me get upon the rhythm, and that's that me do at that time, you know.
For sure. And
Yeah,
I know
man.
that you actually went on the road with Shocking Vibes also.
Yes, I toured with them. I do the whole America with them. You know, that was, I think, it was 98, 99, yeah. We did the whole 50, 52 state.
How was that like? And what was that experience like,
Listen to me.
especially at this point in your career?
Listen to me. Can you remember, say, Beenie Man a giant, you know? So it was basically Beenie Man, a Beenie Man tour. You know, Tonto Metro, Beenie Man, Tonto Metro, Devante, Little Kirk, MEGAH Banton. Listen to me. Remember, I never really do a tour like that before, you know.
Okay.
It was my first time like doing a tour like that, like actually a real tour. When me up on a tour bus, I drive city to city and state to state sometime. And brother, it was an experience to talk about, brother, because, you know, it was only, yo, brother, just beer vibes, them thing they're nice, brother. It nice. You know, them thing they're nice. You know, we do different states. Sometimes we never get for going on a hotel, brother, because when we reach our next venue, I just time if we just go up on the stage, man, if we just do a quick thing and run out and shut out back. You know, but it's a great experience, you know what I mean? A great experience, man.
For sure.
You know?
Tell me 3 of your most memorable moments on that tour.
Well, First memorable one was New Orleans, the House of Blues. The House of Blues, New Orleans. Man, it was something to talk about, you know, because me always hear about House of Blues. I always see it on TV, I always see the big rock star them I go there. And I say, I wonder when me go get to go one of them House of Blues there. I'm actually going on one of them. The first one, I'm going on the one in New Orleans. With Tonto Metro, with Beenie and Tonto Metro them and thing. And, you know, we do one show in a Philly too.
Yeah.
In a Philly way. It was crazy, yo. Brother, all of them memorable, yeah, man. All of them memorable, brother. Cause you know, remember the first me I do that, you know. So everything about that I gonna be memorable, brother. Everything about that I gonna be memorable, brother. Believe you me, brother. You see me?
Yeah.
Muscle, yeah, can I say, brother, muscle.
Yeah, man. Everything. Remember, this is 99 now. So then we're talking about 99. This is when somebody like a Vybz Kartel is just showing up on everybody's radar. When did you first meet Vybz Kartel? Because you guys are coming from the same area. Plus, you guys at one point shared the same last name, which was Banton. Adi Banton, MEGAH Banton.
A lot of people don't even know that, but glad you know. A lot of people don't even know, say Adi Banton, his name. Yeah, man. Well, it's not only from the same. It's not only from the same era, it's same community, you know. Yes. So Waterford, him come from too. Well, him basically come from a Waterhouse and come a Waterford.
Got you.
You understand? And in my time, in the 90s, I come up and thing when we are on the streets and thing. You know, we used to come up on my yard too, and we used to hold vibes too. You know, reason and talk, and you know, like every day, because everything that's a walking distance, you know. You know, remember, I don't know where far. So a walking distance, you know. So we used to link up, you know, we used to link up at some other studio in the other community over, you know. And reason and thing. You know. Me do show with him too.
This was as Adi Banton or Vybz Kartel?
As Adi Banton.
As Adi Banton.
Yeah, because Vybz Kartel is really a group, you know. It's a group. The name come from, you know. Adi Banton was him individual name. But Vybz Kartel was a group. A couple of them. Bad too, all of them bad, man. Them used to lock up the whole place in the Portmore, man. Hot. You see me? But a Kartel was the like the leader of the group. You know, you have a group leader. You understand? So he was the leader of the group. Then hot.
Yeah. Was there any time where you actually left and came back and seen that this Vybz Kartel is this big man right here?
Like leave the community?
Yeah, leave and then you come back. I remember you know him as Adi Banton, and then you came back and it's like, holy smokes, you keep hearing this Vybz Kartel, and then you see it's him.
No, you know, really. No, you know. Remember, say Portmore. If I follow the roots, you know. Remember, say Portmore. Them breed some different type of artists, you know, brother. Muscle. Yeah, muscle. Yeah, Portmore breed some different type of artists. So it was not a surprise to me, you know. It wasn't no surprise to me. Because, all right, may I tell you, when I see him on stage and I hear him flow and them thing there, I know him will be a force to be reckoned with, you know.
For sure.
I know, because I can't hear that. I can't hear artists one time and know if I'm going to last or not, you know. That's me. I can't do that. I know. From I hear you one time or two times, I can know if you're going to last or not. You know what I mean? And a Portmore him come from, that have something to do with it. I don't know. It have something to do with it, yeah, brother. May I tell you?
You're right. Did you guys actually record any music together or perform on a stage show together?
Yeah, me and him perform on stage together. More than one time. Me and him never done a 45 song, but me and him do dub play together. Only one sound in the world can play a MEGAH BANTON and Vybz Kartel dub play it.
Who is that?
And a sound named Infinity from Gregory Park, Portmore. No other sound can play it. Yeah.
Crazy. crazy.
Yeah, man.
You had brought up two other names earlier, Tanto Metro and Devante, all right? I know you guys were in Shock and Vibes doing your thing, and then they recorded, they went to Penthouse and recorded Everyone Falls in Love, all right?
Yes.
A little birdie somewhere, I don't know how true this is, told me that you had something to do with that song.
No. No. That song is Tony Kelly. It's Tony Kelly's production. I co-write songs on the album, but not that particular song.
Yeah.
No, because a lot of people get it mixed up and get it twisted. No. It's actually Tony Kelly. Tony Kelly was the one I think who wrote that song. Or Tony Kelly and Tonto Metro and Devante. If I'm not mistaken. I don't want to get it, I don't want to get it wrong. But I wasn't a part of that particular song. But a couple other songs on there, on the album, I helped co-write it.
From back those how okay, so then I guess this birdie was either lying or got misinformation, but I'm pretty sure.
Yes. Yeah.
I did hear that somewhere there.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
You talked about touring with Shock and Vibes, even performance-wise. What was it like the first time you actually started to perform, and did you find your energy right away as a performer? Because we know you have down the recording down packed, so now performing, and that's totally different.
Okay. Let me tell you something now with performance, right? Performance is very important in an artist's career, as an artist, right? When I started out, I wasn't too much of a top performer,
Okay.
But as the time go along, you learn. You're never too old for learning anything, brother. I'm not afraid to talk, because, it is what it is.
For sure.
You understand? You can't change that. So, over the years, you get to learn, and you watch videos, and, you see things, and you get to build up your craft, and, you get to learn it on a level. And now, I'm good with it. Well, before now, but, I'm good with it. I understand the whole thing about it, and the whole nature of it, and the importance.
Right. Because performance, a lot of people don't understand how important performance is. To have the song is cool, but to perform it, that's a totally different ballgame.
Yeah, for real. It's a whole different thing. That's why I name performance, It's a whole different thing, Yeah, what I really think. It's a whole different thing, brother.
You're right. So then right now, the 90s, 92 and everything, you're doing good. And then you're touring, doing all your stuff here. And then the 2000s started to come into play. Was it a difficult transition for you from the 90s to the 2000s to still maintain? Because now Lexus, all of these War 21s, all of these new crop of DJs are coming in. So where did that leave a MEGAH Banton at that time there?
All right, listen to me. There's no time ever in a music when me ever feel threatened by anything or anyone. Any artist, never yet me. Because here now, me learn things so easily and me experiment so much that even when the transition come, me always be a part of it, brother. You understand? Because me do researches and me listen many different genre of music. It's not only one genre. Me listen every type of music, Muscle. Every type of music me listen. Me listen some music when some man me listen to. You know why I do that? Because it's gonna teach you something. It must teach you something, even if it's just the way how the harmony is done or something, how it's organized, arranged. How something was said in that particular song. It have a lot, so me listen all different type of genres of music, all different genres, different cultures. You know what I mean? Even African music, Miriam Makeba, all of them, me listen to the harmonies. You see the harmonies from the song them with them do better. Them me always listen out for the harmonies them. Me love how them do harmonies, yo. So I always admire that. So that is a part of my whole African, genre of music. Bad song. But
there was no time where you felt
certain things, brother. When you hear, we are say, yo, this is my man. How them do that? You know, and you try if try if you can learn to do it too. Or close. You know what I mean? Yeah, but I never been threatened by anyone. Remember, say, when 2000 coming up, and everybody did it, me come do Ghetto Man Dream, me come do Pon the Corner, Lucky Place.
Don't move. Listen, don't move from Pon the Corner. We got to talk about Pon the Corner. That's one of my favorite songs.
All right.
Period. One of my favorite songs. Period.
That was 2001.
Crazy. That's why I wanted to ask you about the 2000s, because you're 9 years into your career already at this time here. So then I'm seeing if you're seasoned, because remember, a lot of artists that's in the 80s, it was hard for them to jump to the 90s. A lot of the artists that was in the 90s, it was hard for them to jump over to the 2000s. So then now, that's why I asked you that question in particular. I want to know how did you come up with Pon the Corner? Because when you listen to that, the beats are slow bounce, but you're double timing on the rhythm. How did you come up with it?
You see that? You say a while ago, look, a 2001 that, you know, right? That for sure you say, I don't listen to one genre of music. That is all the experiments I've been doing. You understand? So me kind of ahead of the time. You understand what I'm saying? Even though you have artists who do speed rap before me, you know.
For sure.
From back then, you know. You know what I mean? But it's not nothing that was being used in that particular segment of time that's in between those years. But you know, Pon the Corner come up and well, you know, Arthur Wheel, because we did the Arthur Wheel too. We did a Free Willy music, and we did it, and we have Bill of Joy and a Bill of Vibes too, and you know, we have this say the corner that's a name. You know, we have it there, so say the corner that's a name. So come the song really come up. We also make do a song with name Pon the Corner, yeah, man. Because I saw the corner there. You know? And we are outlining where we don't want Pon the Corner from where we want Pon the Corner. You know what I mean? And Arthur will orchestrate the whole thing. You know? Arthur will orchestrate the whole thing. Theme studio with them. Me and Deli Ranks put it together. And vice it a John rhythm.
Yeah, that was a G-string rhythm. And why Deli Ranks in particular that you decided to do a song with at that point there?
You know, remember me and Deli did there. Me and Deli was part of Free Willy movements, you know. Because me and Deli was cool with Arthur Wheel differently from everybody else. You understand? Arthur Wheel is cool with me and Deli out of music. Nothing to do with music. You understand? Differently does friendship out of music. So when we link up to the music now, it's like a different type of energy. You know? But we was just like friends differently out of music. Before the music come into play, you understand? And you know, we you know, Arthur will say, you know, I want to do some production, and you know, I want to build a studio. And him go ahead and him did him thing, and we was there with him. You know what I mean? Right throughout. You know, so we voice some song to him, and you know, we do the whole works. So Deli wasn't a jump in like a jump in a project. He was there. You understand what I'm saying? And then me and Deli born the same month, same year, 1 day apart.
Wow.
So you know, it's like me and him par, me and Deli. You know them things that go, brother. And some joy moment. You know whatever you're there.
Yeah, no, because as I said, Pon the Corner is one of my favorite songs.
Yes.
Amongst everything that I listen to from dancehall, rock, reggae, soca, Pon the Corner is one of my favorite, again, because of that slow rhythm and that double time bounce on the rhythm. Crazy.
Yes, at that time, people was amused when they hear that. They was like, wow. Who is this kid? Or who are these kids? You know?
Yeah.
But that's why it make it different, you know. When you do music, you have to go out of the box sometime, you know. You have to go out of the box and just create something different, you know.
For sure.
You can create a difference.
You're right. Before we even get too far in the 2000s, was something I forgot to bring up in the early 90s. This is another one with Salaam Remi, where you did the he did the remix for Graveyard Shift. And I think that came out on It was on a big label it came out on.
Yes, because it was on the album.
Okay, it was part of the album also.
Yeah, it was on the 1 Million Megawatts album.
Mm-hmm.
It came out on Sony Relativity Records. it was on the album.
Mm-hmm. Okay, and then that's how
That was a song. All right, you remember when we was talking previously, and I said it was 2 songs. Well, that was one of the songs that was supposed to be videoed as well. That was the next song, but we never get there with it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
you understand? Yeah.
Got you. Big. All right, we're in the 2000s here, and another one where you kind of changed gears on them was when you came up with "Every Day I Rise." This was for Free Willy Records.
That's Arthur Whale song.
Okay.
Yeah.
Part of the movement. How did you come up with that there? And again, now you switch from doing hardcore dancehall to now doing more like a one-drop cultural vibe. How did you switch and do that over there?
All right. It's something we're inbound. Remember, I really rap my bus pan a one drop, brother. You forgot muscle. Remember, I really rap my bus pan, you know. All right, when me did Scorpio, my first song on my record was a one drop, you know. Remember?
Yes.
Yes, the first song when me ever record on my entire life was on a one drop. Soundboy Killing was on a one drop. Glamorous was on a one drop. Wantal was on a one drop. A whole heap of one drop song I do, you know. It wasn't really like a switch. I make a switch over into something I don't know nothing about. It's just tempo. It's slow. You know what I mean? But the inspiration came from something that had happened and in Portmore where I don't remember. I think I was going to a soccer tournament. You know, because we always have a lot of soccer tournaments in Portmore. We have some like a 6-a-side competition and some like a Corner League and everything. I'm a follower of that. I'm a lover of that because I'm a football lover. I'm a soccer lover, you know. So while going to the tournament, I think it was a 6-a-side tournament somewhere in Portsmouth. You know, that's a neighboring community. I heard a lady and a man who sell jelly coconut. A lady and a man who sell jelly coconut having an altercation, them having an argument over some money. So the lady said to him, say, every day you rise, you get up, you praise money. You never remember nothing about God. Be a money up on your mind. Be a money you get up. Every day you rise up. Every day you rise up and be a money up on your mind. You don't rise up and remember nothing about God. I say, when I customer, every day you rise. Every day I rise. That's how it come. And that's how it come. And that's how it come. The inspiration has come. That's how I'm going to start singing. Every day I rise. I mean, I say, what? You know, I'm start build it while I go to the soccer tournament. I start build it. You know, and then I just go record it. And he speaks with him.
Yeah, big song.
Yeah, history.
Yes, crazy right there. And it's again, inspiration is a funny thing that comes from anywhere.
Yeah, cause you know you have to do them type of song that was an artist, you know, you can't just do, you know, you have to do song cause even a lot of time, I see some people, I get some message from people where on Facebook for the past couple of years, some people where that was incarcerated behind bars. And I said, DJ, me not tell a lie now. You know, say I hear a song inspire me to just hold it out, brother, cause me did it. And I hear a song, me know say, yo, life really did it. You know, life really did it. And once you just do the right thing, brother, you can get through. A lot of them, me get enough of them messages I get. You know, my inbox. And enough phone call too. Cause I have enough virgin. We go behind bars too. We're going to the pen. And I say, DJ, that song they hold me out, you know. You see me? And that song they hold me out, star. And one of my favorite song too.
Okay.
One of my favorite song. You understand? Every time I'm up on the stage and sing it, I get goosebumps, you know. Every time I'm up on the stage and sing it, I catch goosebumps.
Big
you know
song.
What I mean?
It's one of those songs.
Yeah, it's a powerful type of song, man. You know, a song for play with, you know, a prayer.
You understand.
Yes, man.
Crazy. All right.
Yeah.
All of this is going on. You're doing good. When did you decide to move to California in your career?
No, well, California move now. The California move comes up now because I decided, I wanted to do a roots album. So
Mm,
me basically the kind of search for the proper type of people because me there Jamaica and I mentioned it to a couple of producers as well, but they weren't seeing the vision that I'm seeing
mm,
at the time.
mhm,
That was something I always want to do. I always wanted to do like a roots project because I'm a lover of
mhm,
roots music, roots track, like the track itself, like original drum and bass and the whole roots music. So I kind of did that on a search. I try to find the right type of people. Them, I mean, out of the side of town, they have a lot of them type of people that will do that something there. So
mhm,
when I went out there for that particular reason and to do some show which I did, and then I go back up my management team all they know.
mm.
You know what I mean? Because this there's some strange thing happening in life where I just accept it, brother, just work with it.
For
Cause
sure.
I never know something like this I got happen, man. Him end up just being my management team up to till this day. And
Mhm,
a California him live. So I always out there because of that, because I'm a management team and because I try to do this huge project here.
mhm,
So I never really did live out there any time like live.
mhm,
We just out there sometime. When I'm not there in Jamaica,
mhm,
most of the time when I'm not there in Jamaica, I'm there in California.
mhm.
At that point in time. You understand? Because I search for that type of energy there.
Mhm.
And I did found it. Yeah, I go there, I find the brother when I do want to find. You see me? And we end up do some work, do some recording, do some production.
Mhm.
It's not out yet, but
Yeah.
I did it.
Okay. Oh,
It's
and as you
there.
said, with music, it has a long shelf life. It doesn't matter. You could have had it
That's
done
something
from 10 years ago. Mhm, mhm,
especially when it's one drop or it's roots music. It not age on it. It not nothing.
mhm,
It's come out anytime and do it for you.
mhm,
Same like if you go and take up tomorrow, if you go and take up the Staggerlock rhythm
mhm.
and your voice a big bad song on it, it a go come stain. You know what I mean? Because a substance, so. Me not in a
You're
rush now.
100%. Mm?
Yeah,
You're
me not
you're
rush now.
100% right when it comes to that because music is a thing where it's timing. When you put it out, it's just the right time.
Exactly. Sometimes you put out the right something the wrong time.
You understand?
All right. Let me tell you something. All right, Richie Spice, right?
Mhm.
You see the song with him? Grooving my girl. Me hear that song about 10 years before it busted up. Or a couple of years well on a song still, but a couple of years well near the song before it busted up.
Mhm.
A country me there hear that the song one time and I said, that song a body man.
Mhm.
I said, that song a bad. A couple of years after I come bust. Even a couple of song when Vice, a couple of years after they come bust, and then my bus said time and then come out. You know what I mean? So music stay.
Crazy, crazy.
You just once you do good music, once you do good music, it will live on somewhere. And we come do it
Forever
for
and
you.
ever. You're right. You brought up something earlier. Now is the time we'll get into it about
Mhm.
the 90s era. You see, when
Yeah.
everybody was linking, everything was nice in the 90s. When do you think that changed and why do you think it even changed?
All right, let me tell you how it changed now. Saying,
Mhm,
you know what time changes? Everything changes with time.
mhm,
Different generation I have different thinking, different move, different sound, different vibe. You know, evolution at its best,
mhm,
right? When we them time that we work. Everybody have a crew.
mhm,
Every studio where you go, right? You have a crew. Seeing you have Jammies, so you have Steel and Cleve, you have Main Street crew, so you have you name it. You have 121 them, everybody in them one thing. But watch your style now. Everybody link up at one place when ready. But you have a time when we link everybody link up and we reason music. We share thoughts towards music. We never mean with a thought in terms of helping another one to get something done. Like alright, we can't give a brother strength.
Yeah.
But I think it's hard to do that. You understand? And then everybody have them crew. So after that, we done reason and all the vibes. We gone back in our little place. But we're good. We're good. And I like, me can call and say, all right, go for it. You know, say, Ray, or degree, do this for me, and favor return. You know, we good like that. All the way, we ourselves as one family. Even though we are at different branches in terms of different place.
Yeah.
You understand? So, with that now, it's a knowing situation. You understand? Me know you long enough. We know you. It's like we become a family now within the music. You see me there? So that is the big difference now. With the generals that are coming now, them not really band together like that. Everybody does their own place, but them not band together like. So it becomes a rivalry now more than even a family. You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Yeah. So you know, I'm on the over here, so I'm on the one go over there, so cause over there so I said this and over there so I said that. Vice versa. So that's what make it different. You know? Remember, when a rhythm come out, 10 different man up on the rhythm, juggling, the whole of it up on the rhythm, and every song bad. And that's because of the whole love and the family. You know, the music, the family, the love we have in the music. You know, it come out in the music too. It come out in the music, it come out on the record. You understand what I say? Yeah, man, it don't matter. The whole of way, everybody rub shoulders them time, brother. The whole of way, link up. Yeah, man. So that make it different now. You know, me not knock, me knock no one. You know, it's just things just change, things and time change. You know what I mean? And it just just feed them we over do it. You know.
Because
You know
I think where a lot of things started to change, like even before we really got this change where a lot of people don't want to be on the same juggling, was when it in the late 90s, even early 2000s, a lot of artists started to say, oh, if this guy is on the rhythm, I don't want to be on the rhythm too. And that kind of started the separation to where we are right now, where everybody's just doing straight singles.
Well, it's politics in music, you know. It's politics in music, and you can never run from that. It's always gonna be here. It always been there. It's always gonna be here. But it's just working around the politics. That's what's count. That's what counts. You know what I mean? Working around the politics. You know, me never have no time for that. Because I love music and I just want to be out there and I want people hear my product and love my product and I go tour and help my friend and my family them and help who I can help otherwise. So I never really pay attention to that. You know, I never really have them type of negative energy upon my mind. You know, so I might never see it. You know what I mean? Because I not look to see that. I not look to see that. So I not see it, brother. You see me?
You're 100% right about that. 100%.
I not look to see that, so I not see it. You know?
You're right.
Me I see a different thing. Me I see the music I gravitate and I go up on a different level. Artists I get signed every year. 2 artists, 3 artists I get signed. And, you know, I bring across the music to the forefront. We out in some part where you never get it before. That is where my mind is depend. You know, I never worry about the little curry goat situation we are going indoors with them and them, you know, little politics. No, sir. That's a minor matter that can fix within a jiffy.
You're right. Listen, It's been a great conversation. I got 3 more questions before I get you out of here. All right, 3 more, and then we'll get you out of here because now we're up.
Take your time.
All right. So then now we're good. So we're into the 2000s here. We're doing our thing. Okay.
Yeah.
So where did even somebody like Ricky General go? Because after a while, he just kind of faded away into the background.
All right, it's not even about faded away, you know. You know, he's there. He's there. He's still putting out works. But remember, after a period of time, family becomes essential, you know. After a period of time, it becomes really essential where you have to be there and doing family chores and family stuff, you know. So that take up a lot of time and your music too, because music jealous. You know, music is a thing where you have in a studio day and night, you know. It's a thing where you have to dedicate yourself to it more than even a woman, you know. You see, so that kind of take away from the whole motion and the whole thing. You know, forget even more product out there. But he's there doing the thing, you know. We still get calls to do stuff. We still get calls to do dub plate. Him do a lot of dub plates too for sound system, because you know him have some classic sound songs too. The very first time, you know, Gun in a Barrow, him have couple sound songs where sounds cut them as well. So him good. You know? Him good. You know what I mean? Cool. So it's not like, you know, him always say, boy, when me all get me next dollar from her, you know, him thing alright, you know. You know, him all get a call. Him all go get a call for the song.
What I know with this business, it's not really the person that you see up front that's doing a lot of the work. It's some people that you're not really hearing about. They're locking somewhere and doing a lot of stuff that you just might not be in tune to it, because the spotlight, there's only 3 to 5 people in the spotlight at any one time, but there's hundreds of artists in the business. So you think it's only 3 to 4 people getting to work all the time? Nah, man. Everybody's eating. It's just your thing might not be as upfront as somebody else's.
You're right. That's a perfect answer. That's it. That's it. Because even with me, all right. COVID come when? 2020? Well, 2019.
Yeah.
Because it did enough people never know. Say, he did it from November 2019. Yeah? Me know that. Well, anyway, 2020, me have 27 show book.
Yeah.
At the time, we have 27 show book, and all of them get cancelled because of COVID. Me just tell you what they have book within time. You understand? And enough artists me see never get book. But them they do them thing. You see me? So a lot of people don't even know that. They might not hear no song, or they might not see up on certain big platform or do something, but artists they do them things said way. Them do them things said way. Them dub plate and them maintain. Them feed them friend and them family.
You know what very good. You're 100. You're right. You're right.
I'm telling you. So remember 2 years you can't see everywhere over the world, you know. You know, you can't see everywhere over the world about God. You can't keep track of everybody where they do. But things happening. You know what I mean? Even now in this particular pandemic, I still get bookings in which I don't take them because certain, you know what I mean, you know, protocols, and you want to set an example too. And me have something in Florida where I go do. The only thing that I go do now, in a upper somewhere Orlando side there. I don't want to cuss bad when I try calling him. You know, but you know, I don't want to son that. You know, me get me thing them. Me get me respect in a muscle.
For sure.
I can't complain. I'm gonna give God thanks for the talent we give me, you know. You know, and we keep on pedaling and putting out works, and we keep on doing it, brother. You know what I mean? What else do you to be do more than to give thanks for the energy?
That's it at all times. Since you're right now, you're your career has lasted 29, almost 30 years. Next year is
Yeah.
going to make it 30 years in the business, okay?
Yes.
When would you say personally, this doesn't mean what we see on the outside. Personally, when would you say was the highest point of your career, and when would you say has been the lowest point of your career?
In terms of what? Bookings, you gotta be more specific.
In terms of how you felt about your career, where you said, you know what? Okay, I feel like I'm on top here.
Okay, in terms of okay. Well, when it does become popular, right? When it does become popular, you know that do a great, it gives you a great feeling. Just a feeling there alone, you can't top that with nothing else, you know. You can't top that with nothing else. So that would be the highest point. You know, no one say your boss are out there at that period of time. The first impact there at the highest point that you can't do nothing to top that. So no matter what you do, you're not gonna top that. So me not on the lowest point. Me not on the lowest point and the high point, brother.
there has, and again, remember, it's more or less a feeling. A feeling in yourself, again, where it doesn't have to be anything drastic, something where you could say, you know what, this point here, it was in between these 2 years, wasn't where I was feeling the MEGAH Banton. There was some point in, you can't tell me in a 29-year career there hasn't been a point.
No, listen what I'm saying. You know, listen what I say. Listen what I answer first. Now, listen what I said first.
Okay.
I say when your boss, right? With your boss, right? The first impact with your boss, that will be your highest point ever.
Okay.
All right, let me break it down simpler to you. That being said, say that at the highest point, right? Well, after that is just a lower point then. You understand what I say?
Yeah. Because I guess you reach the top so quick that it's just anything, you can't pass that. So clearly anything after that is lower.
You remember we are talking about feelings, you know. That's why I say be more specific. If it is about record sales or shows now, that would have been a different answer.
Okay. Let's go there. Let's since you put it that way, let's go there.
That's why I ask you to be more specific.
Okay, as the musician, yes.
So the answer you the right way.
You are 100% right. So okay, so then now let's go to say record sales, popularity, all of that stuff in one. When was the highest and the lowest you would say in your career so far, the 29 years that you've been doing this?
Okay. In terms of being an artist, right? My lowest point was in between 2004 to 2007.
Okay.
Yeah, between 2004 to 2007, because a lot of things happen. You know, there's some other stuff out of music, some family thing, and it did kind of, so me lose some close friends, and it, you know, me really take it hard, and decide, say, yo, you know, me not really bother want do certain things, and you know them, you know, everybody go through them type of thing that through them lifetime. So that would I say was my lowest point as an artist. Cause me did decide, say, me not do no more music and them something there. Yeah. So now you see the answer your question.
Okay, you got me there. So okay, so even right there where you said you don't want to, what would you doing music for so long? What would you have decided to go do? Okay, I'm packing up music. What would be the next move for MEGAH Banton instead of music?
No, not just. I'm talking about just being an artist, you know. But I'm still. I would be still like writing songs. I would be still producing. I would be doing some production maybe, because me like the part there too. You know what I mean? There? But I will still be doing music, but maybe not as an artist point of view. You know what I mean? But an artist.
Got you. So okay, so then now we're brought up right now to where we are 2020, 21, all right? I know right now I got 4 crazy, crazy, crazy tracks that you'd put out. Crazy. And it's like, it's so fresh. You hear the attitude and all that. So, okay, so you're still up to date and putting out your stuff. But you don't even sound the same like you did 10 years ago. Like when I Rise and all of these. This is a totally different MEGAH BANTON that we're dealing with right here.
All right, look what it is now, right? Look what it is right now. When I say I'm about when I was 16, 17, right? And as I said, with the same voice similarity, it wasn't a problem, right? But after a period of time, you have to search and find your individual sound and yourself. You understand what I'm saying? So
100%.
indeed, all right, as I tell you, me experiment, all of them time me experiment, you know. So in between 2000, 2001, 2002, it's just experiment, you know. To get a significant sound. The sound were different. It might have similarities with couple other people, but you can point out and say, all right, you know, say him that. That is what you really look for. So all of these things, it comes in the body of music. You understand? So now, I have my own significant, it's not now still. I find my own significant sound from 2007, 2008, when my fans them cuss me and say, yo, what you do? We don't talk about saying no music. I want to hear my you, nobody not do it better than you. What you do? Me get cussing from all angry, brother, from everywhere in the world, me get cussing. I say, all right. You know, and I love it too, so I say, all right. Maybe a foolish is me that say, all right, chat. Me go back on the grind and get it going. So something they go. That's how it go now. Before I'm more significant sound now, so I'm good.
For sure. Because one
but
of the
then again, what caused that too? Because I have to point this out too, you know. What caused that too? Let me tell you something. I always want to write music for artists, you know. I always want to do that. So like, you know, my headspace when I make all a song, I picture how I'm going to do that sound and sing it. I don't know if you understand me.
100%.
So when, yeah, so sometimes that come out in the song, in the experiment as well. You understand what I'm saying? So it's a whole different thing, brother. You know? A whole different thing, a whole different type of vibe, yo. Yeah. But it's been great. You know, it's a great journey and I love all of it. What happened, all of when it happened. I still love it. Yeah.
Listen, one of my favorite new songs that you put out was one called No Way Out. Crazy song.
A one drop again. Say it now. A one drop. Say it.
No Way Out, one drop.
All right. I'm a favorite part of the music that. The one drop. I love one drop more than I love dancehall, you know. Yeah. I love one drop more than I love dancehall, but you know, I love everything. But I love, you know, it's a music lover, brother.
Yeah.
No Way Out now. It's strange, you know, the weird happen, it just, you know, it's strange. I just go to one studio. All right, I end up going to one studio. I have Brooklyn, right? I'm going to one studio. My brethren, Bobby Brutal studio, me there. Big up Bobby Brutal. Real youth, real general. See? But then a Bobby Brutal and a studio and me there and me just have to hear the rhythm I play. I mean I say Gary Minot. You know Gary Minot, right?
Of course.
The 90s giant too. So Gary Minot have the rhythm, I play the rhythm, I hear the rhythm and I say Gary, who for the rhythm there? Him say I'm bridging California rhythm. California, I get it. So I said, no man, I have to go upon this rhythm, man. I said, rhythm is too bad, bro. I have to go upon it, bro. So I said, give me a cut of rhythm. Give me, run it, give me a list. Give me send it to me email, me list it. So I did a whole of vibes and go back to Jamaica. Because I did there for a little while and then I go back to Jamaica then finish Vybz song. I don't know what the producer now. But me and the producer a whole a conversation or nothing. Me just voice a song and then Bobby and Gear Miner link him and tell say, you know what say? Mega voice man really man, I say, eh. And him send the song up, gig him, make him hear it, and I say, Jesus Christ. No, I'm in love with this song, man. Him love the song. But that's for sure show the love we me have for the music. You know, I don't care who for rhythm. It's song bad, me like the rhythm and the song bad. Make it work. And that's me. You know, so come the song the voice, it just come. My voice is at Jamaica. And, you know, the rest is history.
Crazy, big stuff.
And it's in the midst of a one drop project that I'm doing, because I'm doing a one drop album, different from the Roots project, you know.
Okay.
The Roots project is something by itself, but I'm doing a one drop album now. And that is just one of the songs, you know. We just leak it, you know.
Okay, so then another one that might be on that same project too that I heard recently is called Secrets.
No, Secrets is gonna be on the dancehall project.
Okay.
The other one when he Haters Love is gonna be on the project.
Big song too.
Haters Love is gonna be on the project. And it's gonna be 14 fire.
Yeah.
When I'm finished with this project, people are gonna look on me at a different level. As you can hear it, you know, I'm not sugarcoat, I have to put my own on, or you know, I'm you know, yeah, I got it. Yeah.
This is mega.
Yeah,
Your vibes are so crazy. But talking about got it, all right? And it seems like it's a family thing. I know your son is also an artist too.
Yes.
Status. Okay.
Yes.
Why did he decide that, listen, he wants to follow daddy's footsteps and become an artist?
All right, let me answer you in just one answer. I don't even have to go too much into that. I'm just gonna answer. I'm gonna tell you one thing, and you're just gonna look and say, okay, all right. 90%, 98% of the time, right? A daughter is gonna follow her mother's footstep in whatever she do. 98% of the time, a son is gonna follow his footstep as what when father do. Am I wrong or am I right?
You're right. You're 100% right. Especially when they see you as their hero. You know what I mean? Daddy's the hero.
All right. It doesn't have to be music. It could be. I could be a electrician. And I'm at top of my game. I might look on that and say, well, daddy, a general in electrician work, you know. Don't feel like that more and do too. Him see how you come home, you feed the family and, you know, everything balanced and him nice and him, you know, him good. He might go want to do that. So it so comes, him come up in my father, all right. My father is basically, well, Buddha said he's a musician, but he love music, you know. He's a man where, them man they have everybody CD, you know. Them man they have every reggae, all right. When time I go Clarendon, when I left school, when school give break, I'm go Clarendon, you know. Seeing, I'm telling my father, I'm having a little component set, you know, because that me used to practice span too sometime when I at Clarendon, right? Them man, they see some name. When I go through the CD, I see some name, brother. And since me get established and me research and look, I say, blood fire. And them man, yeah, man, my father have them a lot from long time, King. Yes, and he's a man where he can toast too. You know what I mean? Over the microphone too and them things there. So it in our jeans or the shirt or
Yeah.
pants, you know,
Or the hat. Something.
or the hat somewhere. Somewhere.
I hear you, Mega. Your vibes is so
You see
crazy,
me?
so crazy. I got one more question here for you. You've been in this game a long time, doing your things, ups and downs and everything. Did you ever think that one time having the name Banton attached to your name either made it seem like you were underrated or people didn't take the craft as serious because you're a Banton? Because you could have named Mega Rankin or Mega Irie or whatever the case is. But you sounding like Buju at that time, the when he's coming out, and you have the Banton too. So it's not even people could search. So they're just listening to a radio and stuff. Do you think that kind of overshadowed you for a bit?
Maybe it did. Maybe it did. I think so. I honestly,
Yeah.
I honestly think it did. But at the end of the day, I still came out and I made a name for myself. That is what important. You know what I mean? But I think it did do some damage in terms of underrating, because if you ask 90% of the dancehall people who are the most underrated artists, they're gonna tell you me. You know, the Sound Clash fraternity, they must say me. Me get all award for being the most underrated artist. Me get award, me call it my award. Brother, daddy. Muscle, me call it my award. Me never know if it's a good thing or a bad thing. Me never know. Me never know. Me never know if it's a good thing or a bad thing, brother. But hey, me call it my award. And it's true. But you know, it is what it is, brother. What we gonna do?
Yeah. It was just one of those. But again, remember, when you got your name, you were probably 16, 17, 18. So you're
Exactly.
just happy to be in the business.
That was one of the main reasons why I took a little time and experiment and try to get my significant sound. That played a big part in it too. You know what I mean? Because it's not like you know, it's not like me I'm ashamed. No. I'm pretty much grateful for whatever happened. For whatever happened. You know what I mean? I'm pretty much grateful. You know what I mean? And remember, somebody have to start from somebody, brother. Somebody listen to somebody.
There
If
won't be no other.
If you ask Buju, he might tell us, boy, you know, say he used to listen to Buju Banton. Or he used to listen to Shabba, you know. Somebody listen to somebody. You know, I don't know me alone named Banton. Buju Banton, he did it before even Buju Banton, no. I remember Buju Banton had the same raspy type of voice there. So look on it. And people, well, me never hear nobody say, boy, you know, say, Buju Banton a shadow Buju. Really, me not care, no, brother.
Yeah.
I don't really care. As me said, me give thanks for what happened, brother. And I'm very much grateful. Because here, when I could have do it and nothing happen. You know much artists that they try to do it and nothing happen.
What?
So me give thanks. You know, despite you know, no publicity is bad publicity. Constructive criticism, I am up. I mean, I have no problem with that. People have their own opinion for everything. You can't stop people from think or feel or act the way they act or say what they want to say. You understand? People always are gonna be like that. You know what I mean? It's just up to you. It's how you're gonna take it. But I don't take it as nothing, because when they really check it, them right. If them say, boy, you know, say, him kind of got shadow, I'm underrated. Them right. Them totally right, you know? So, it is what it is, brother. But me not look on that. Me just put that behind and do the work, man. The work has to be done, you know?
Talking about work, if they want to check out any work that you've done in the past, coming up or anything, where could they check you out on social media?
Well, you know, I don't hide from people, you know. You know, my thing is MEGAH BANTON. Come and spell my name with an H now because you're going to license it. and stuff. But it's all there on the Instagram. I'm there on Facebook. You know, we have the management team. You know what I mean? Big up Ali, Knock Boss Musics from California. You know, my management team that, you know, along with Chow Movements, they based in New York City. Chow Movements based in New York City. Knock Boss Music based in California, Oakland, California. You know, them can contact them. You know, sometime me talk to, well, as far as bookings, me not really deal with bookings myself. Unless, like, my family, when me know it mandatory for me do it for him. Like when I'm a virgin, when I grew up with my school, but when I know, say, yo, DJ know, say, me I put something together, I want you. Me not really make them go through no management. Me not put them through that because me have them respect different. So me deal with them directly on that. You know? But otherwise on that the sound system, I see them thing, me deal with the sound man them, you know, directly. Cause the mega man them getting a problem more time, and you know, sometimes it's good for be close to the people that may rate you. Well, sometimes, all the time. You know, so me kind of do my thing kind of different, you know. You know what I mean? Eh?
Yeah.
Yeah, but at that side there, you know, me not hard to find. For your type of MEGAH Banton to come up, and you know, numbers are gonna come up. You know, everything will come up. It's there. It's
Right
not hidden.
there.
It's not hiding.
Crazy. Mega. It's been a crazy, great conversation. I like your way of thinking is different, and your honesty is very different also. I definitely love this conversation with you. You understand?
Blessings.
Yeah, man, it was definitely a good vibe. Before I get you out of here, I cannot have you here and not ask for an old school medley before we get out of here.
No problem. I have never heard a sound place however and so clear with a sweet tone and melody the crowd want to hear. Never heard a sound place however and so clear. Muscle them must sound killing. Yeah, wrong or right. Sound boy, you see a pretty comfort where you like. Make gotta be me ready for murder and jump on tonight. Don't mind the read from a your name I mention. Nobody fret now will be your intention. Mega say decision. Son, you have to waste that I choose one. With the mighty every day another new dance come again. 30 butterfly just the name few of them well. Respect I'm no glamorous. And then me tell the girls I'm with the nice thing. On the corner, be at over the man and knows that. This bad band then for say well I fled now is black blonde.
Boss.
Boy said them bad like the Great Lone Range. Just have lived down in the cowboy days. You know?
It just flows off of your head top so easily. So easily.
You know, it's experience. It's experience and knowing. You know, it's a big difference, you know.
You understand. Anybody you want to big up, shout out before I get you out of here?
Just big up yourself and big up the whole circuit of people that we are watching and listening, you know. Big up the whole world. Zin and people, let me tell you this, because a lot of people in this time, I have to say this to you know, in this time, you know, people need people and people need comfort in terms of words and love from other ones. Zin, so if you can call a friend and check up on him and show him your love, that would be great in this time. This time is very hard and tough. You know what I mean? And it's a pandemic. We never grew through one before. We never experienced one before. But people previously experience it and know what it's like. You know, so for some people don't know nothing about it like myself, we just comfort each other and give each other the best kind of advice and the best kind of protection we can give them. You know what I mean? Because it needed in them time, my brother. You know, in them hard times. So just bless up the whole world. Because I'm a person of the world and I love the world, I love people, I love everybody. No matter if you hate me or not. Who hate me, me love you. Who love me, me love you. So, a people name, nobody no better than nobody. You understand? Cemetery now have no VIP section, brother. A one size fit all here. So no man no better than no man. We are all human beings on this beautiful place called Earth. And we have to just love each other and show each other the right thing. You know what I mean? So just blessings, man, and just continue to support the program. You know, the music, my music, everybody, music, dancehall music, reggae music, the young gen of them will come up, support them. You know, just do the right thing. There's no wrong way of doing the right thing, brother.
You're right. You know what? Just thought of something before. One last one before I get you out of here.
Yeah, man, no problem, man. You can ask me anything you ask me, you know, brother. Remember, I like them things and reasoning, you know.
Good. You brought it up a couple of times. Young artists. Yeah. Who are you listening to right now?
Me listen to all of them, you know.
Mm-hmm.
I listen to all of them. My son, I think my son is gonna be a force to record. Not because I'm a son, me not kill me through me say I'm a son, I not pick up him bad. Him naturally, yeah. Remember him father bad, you know.
Mm-hmm.
Him father terrible, you know, so him can't come less than terrible. Mm-hmm. Him bad. So, well, him automatic, you know, in terms of listening. Me listen him, you know, if him think different. Him write music, me never write a song before, in terms of write on paper.
Mm-hmm.
For myself. Okay. I never do that yet, no. But my son write out music, he write music in a book and this and that. Mm-hmm. You know, but me listen to all of them. Me listen to all the generals, them, the young generals, me listen to all of them. But if you got my favorites now,
mm-hmm.
different from Massacre, right? Well, Massacre in a little time still, but different from Massacre.
Mm-hmm.
And Governor them, where come in like the batch before now.
Mm-hmm.
Me like Skilly Bang.
I knew you were going to say that.
Me like Skilly Bang because he want to Skilly Bang now. I don't know if we can compare film style with nothing else. I don't know what it is. Nobody don't know what it is. It's just it's just something different and potent. So Skilly Bang.
Yeah.
Me like everybody still, you know. Mm-hmm. But Skilly. Mm-hmm. Skilly, something about Skilly.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, where me have it. Skilly make me go so. Ooh. Skilly give me the woos, me not like.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, man. But me rate all of them. Me love all of them, man. And me love what them I do, man. Me love the fire with them I blaze, man. Mm-hmm. And you know, me love every artist, brother. Mm-hmm. You see me?
Hopefully in the near future, we could hear a new song with Mega and Skilly on one track. Well, that would be crazy.
Yeah, that would be something else, you know. It would be something to talk about, you know. Mm-hmm. But in this thing called music, anything is possible. Not impossible in our music, you know.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
You understand. Crazy. Mega, it's been a great epic conversation. I gotta big up DJ Princess Chow that made this happen. Yeah. You know what I mean? It was a one and she made it happen.
Man. Yeah, you know, say Princess Chow, my management team that's in New York, you know. Yeah, mm-hmm. She deal with the bookings and all the things, man. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? Yeah, man, big up, man, big up Princess Chow, man, big up the whole New York, the whole tri-state. Mm-hmm. You know, we are governed on a MEGAH BANTON for years. You mm-hmm. know, them never stop. You know, I want thing when you have air conditions. I have fans in our air conditions. Me have, you know.
You get it.
My people them upgrade. You know, from fan to air conditions. You know. Mm-hmm. Yeah, man. Big up Denny's Bell fan. You know, big up the whole of the artists them in New York too. And Jamaica. Big up every artist in the world, man. You see me? Big up Ricky General. Me dope. So don't know Nudge. You see me? Yeah, man. Mm-hmm. I'm big up yourself, you know. I'm a program, you see it, because them things are important and we love them energy in me general. Mm-hmm. We like come and share the vibes of the people.
Yeah, because we're, especially in the last year, where we're all sitting down, we're getting some of the best conversations that we've ever gotten, period. Before you'd see an artist for 15 minutes, a little 10 minutes to 7 minutes, 20 minutes the most. Now you're getting an hour, and people, when I do a conversation with somebody and I put out a 45 minutes, people get mad and say, "Oh, that's too short." What? At one time, they wanted just get them 10 minutes and they're done. But now they want to soak in that journey, what you felt, what you went through to become who you are today in 2021.
Yeah. It's always great, man, because the people they want to know, because they remember them not know, they want to know the music, they don't really know the life behind the music, They want to see them only really see the glory part, the glamour. You know what I mean? So when you come tell them, say, boy, say, me also sell this or me also do this before me do music, before my journey start. Them like hear that, them like, it's kind of a motivation for them too. You know what I mean? If you don't say, all right, if Mega them used to do that, then I don't know, we can do this too, and then you never can tell we can be the greatest in it. That's why them like them something there. And it is important, especially to your fans, them don't know much. We just know that much. You know what I mean?
Now they know a bit more.
Yeah.
Mega. Because again, in a 29-year career, even though we've been on for an hour and change, there's no way we could cover everything that happened in your career. There's no way.
No. We have to do a documentary or write a book.
Probably that's what you should do. That's what you should do, big.
Well, it can happen. It can happen. As I said, nothing impossible, It can happen.
Music. Crazy. Boss, let me give you an outro and get you out of here. All right?
All right, brother. Blessings.
Good. Well, ladies and gentlemen, this is Muscle, and this has been another Two Line Music Hut's Entertainment Report podcast, and we are out. This podcast is brought to you by www.twolinesmusichut.com.